Hey everyone, good evening, welcome back to my channel. I'm Esther. So today I'm going to share my journey about my graduation and how I did my graduation. I am sharing this story because I did my graduation when I was working full-time for an e-commerce website, and that is for 9 hours. It was a full-time job, and I was also traveling for 3 to 4 hours in a day. So how I did and what are the subjects I picked up and from which university I did, how much did it cost, what are the challenges I have faced, what are the struggles that I went through, and where did I lag and how could I have improved, or such stuff I will be sharing in this video. I hope this would be helpful for someone who is looking to do psychology in distance mode. And to be frank, as of now I'm not working as a counselor for full time because I still have to do my masters, and again I have to take up internship. I have to work for a rehab, and then I can actually may go to the profession of psychologist. So if I'm not willing to work as a professional psychologist in any clinic or start up on my own, I can still look for other jobs or do a kind of social service, and that's what I prefer and I am into right now as well. So I'll start off from my intermediate. The reason why I am starting from my intermediate is because I was not a BPC student. So most of us think that psychology is a science subject and it is related to science, and the one who takes BPC or science group can only do psychology. That was actually a myth which has been broken. So that is the reason I am starting my journey from intermediate. So intermediate, I have taken MEC, Maths, Economics and Commerce. So why I got this thought to do psychology was when I was reading a newspaper article. So my mom reads newspaper articles, and she does explain, and she asked me to study as well because there was an informative subjects and informative articles as well. So I went through articles related to psychology, how psychology plays a role and what are the challenges mentally people face and what are the effects and how can people commit suicides and go through mental illness and all. So back then when I was a kid, I think I was 10 years old, and when my parents got shifted and I think they got transferred. Yeah, they got transferred to a different location, and we were staying at my grandma's place. So in that time I used to read so many articles because we couldn't take an admission in the school because it was middle of the academic year. So yes, I did get a break in my schooling, and it was not a very good story as well. I went through so many hassles, so many struggles, obstacles, and still I could do it, I could finish it. And okay, I'll start off from my intermediate. I took Maths, Economics and Commerce because I was not interested in medicine. So my mom is an economics lecturer, so I thought my mom would help me in economics, and commerce is also accounts related, and yes, if I wanted to do a CA or anything like that, I can do if I take commerce. So that is the reason why I took commerce and accounts and maths, and so that's it. That was my intermediate journey, but due to some illness I had to go through a surgery, and so I was going through a very bad time in my intermediate as well. So I couldn't clear my maths, and then again I had backlogs. I had to stay back at home, and I couldn't clear one subject backlog whatsoever. The reason is I don't want to mention it right now. So I will definitely share that as well in next videos or sometime when I feel it is important to share. So I got a break, that is almost 5 years break, and what I did in this 5 years was I was working for almost 1.5 year or 2 years, and yes, without my intermediate, people hired me for a role that was a domestic BPO, and yes, I got some experience because of that. And one more thing, what I'm sorry I forgot. So yeah, I did that, and again when I got a break, I also did hotel management part-time course. It was like a short-term course. It used to be around 3 to 4 hours in a day, and rest I used to spend at home with my grandmother, because my grandmother was also not well and I had to take care of my grandmother in that time. So I did hotel management, and also as I was staying at home, I did some basics designing course, that is garment designing, and yes, I do know tailoring as well. So that was how I've spent my 5 years. And then again, when I was planning to join a full-time fashion designing course, I got job in an e-commerce website, that is Amazon, and yes, I was working full-time, and then I did my graduation in psychology. So after I've joined in Amazon, my mom has got some book saying about the it was like a prospectus about the fee structure and what are the subjects available. One of my sister-in-law also did her graduation when she was working, so I thought yes, I can also give it a try, because graduation is also needed. It may be helpful for my IJPs, or if I'm trying to look for any better job in future, so it would be grateful. So I decided I will do it, graduation. If not, I didn't have any plan to do my graduation. So when I was going through the book, I found this one, psychology, and that was so interesting, and I felt so excited, and yes, I have enrolled myself. And the most important thing I wanted to share here is I funded my own education. So that is how the journey started. I funded my own education, and there were so many struggles, so many obstacles. It wasn't easy, and as people usually think that we can pay some amount in the college to get the certificate and all, that is not correct. We have to study, and we have to give the exams, we have to attend the practicals, and we have to plan our leaves accordingly, and many things we need to plan, like finances, because and also timings as well, as we are working, and exams, records, practicals and all. It is a kind of time taking stuff. So I'll quickly start off the psychology journey. So I did it from Osmania University, and the college name is Professor Ram Reddy Center of Distance Education, that is kind of college. So from there I did, and it is located in Osmania University location itself. I will share the location details in the description link, and also I will mention their website, how what are the subjects you can pick up, and the fee prospectus, eligibility and all that you can go through. And that is a mandatory thing, because back then I didn't go through their website, so I had a book, so I referred to it, but now it is not required. You can actually go through their website, and you will know their fee structure, eligibility criteria, what is the syllabus and all that you will know. So that's it about the website. And what are the subjects I picked up is literature, English literature, modern language, and general English, and Telugu. That is my mother tongue, so I prefer to take it, because even mother tongue is also important, because no one, and maybe most of us, are not so perfect in our mother tongue as well. So I give so much of value to my mother tongue. So I have picked up Telugu, and I have picked up English because it is an international language, so it is important, and modern language literature. This is because if in case I'm not ready to continue with the psychology course, I can go, or I can skip to MA literature, and I can join as a lecturer or English teacher somewhere, because I was also interested in teaching, and I was also good at English in my schooling. So, and one more thing, my mom also used to teach spoken English, basic spoken English tutor she is. So I picked up English literature and political science. Yes, I was interested in politics, so I wanted to learn what the subject is, and how politics works and all, and what are the basics and all. So I took the political science, and one more optional, that is main and important one, that is psychology. So this is a 3 years course. So we have exams in the month of March or April first year, and we do have assignments. So assignments, we need to write assignments, and assignments, they actually give 15 to 20 marks for the assignments. So that might not be exactly 20 marks, because they may deduct some marks as well. So it would be around 13 to 15 marks depending on the examiner or controller, or many other reasons. So you may get up to 13 marks, 10 to 13 marks for the assignments. So what you actually need to prepare for is for 20 to 35 marks, because the pass marks would be for 35, and so you have to be prepared for 35 marks, so that even if you are losing 10 marks somewhere, you can clear the exams. So first year I went through so many issues. Like first year, it was my first year in my work as well, and I was working for a UK process, and we had to work in night shifts, so it was quite challenging. And also I've got typhoid, I guess double typhoid, and also white blood cells collapsed, and I was undergoing treatment when I was writing my first year exams. And yes, I was bearing my own medical expenses and my education expenses as well, because after I started my job and graduation first year, my dad also had a surgery, and yes, I was going through a financial struggle as well, but I still did not give up on my education, because I've already taken a 5 years break, and I wanted to continue my education. And I continued, and I was going through medication, and it was in the month of March or April. It was summer season. I was having high fever, 104, 103 like that, and I was having saline, and morning I used to take treatment, afternoon we had exams in the afternoon for the first year. So it was also like 20 to 30 kilometers of journey. Yes, I did travel, and I went and wrote my exams. And yes, I have taken a leave, because we had the leave option in the organization I was working for. And so I took leave, and I've applied for leave. That was actually medical leave, but I also wrote my exams during that time, because my doctor asked me not to take a break and give my exams. She was aware of my work and studies as well, so she suggested not to take a break, and she suggested me to write the exams. So I wrote my exams, and I didn't get much time to study. As I was saying, my dad underwent a surgery, and we were in hospital, and we were roaming in the hospital, and financial struggles and all. Yes, I did not have much time to study, but still I have returned the records myself. That is the important thing which you need to do, because if you write the records on yourself, you'll get a glimpse of what the subject is, and what are the topics that can be covered, and how much you can add to it. And yes, you can give it was like a first reading. And again, when I was traveling after my treatment, then I used to take the book and study. If not, after returning from the home, I used to take the book and study. It was like 2 to 3 hours in a day or 4 hours in a day. That difficult it was, but still I managed to pass, and yes, I was successful in my first year. And second year, what happened is, the mistake what I did was, I never followed their website. Yes, technically I was working for an e-commerce website, but I didn't even get a thought that I should go through their website. And when I was doing my second year, I have returned the records and I have submitted the records, but I couldn't attend the exams in the first attempt. So I had to take a break and write the exams. Take a break means I just didn't give my second year exams in the month of March or April. So I gave the exams in the month of November, and that was counted as supplementary exams, but still it was okay because I could get promoted to third year, so final year. And final year, we did not have, the subjects we had was only English and the psychology and politics. So modern language literature was my optional. So we had only optionals, and psychology we have around 3 papers, and for 3 papers we have practicals, and yeah, we had to do the practicals and also records, and we had to attend the classes as well. So there were so many things, the process went on. And as I did not write my second year exams, so in the month of November I did write, but even in the month of November I was going through some issue, and I couldn't clear 2 or 3 subjects. So in the final year, I have attempted my second year subjects as well the final year subjects. So final year subjects, two subjects I think I couldn't clear in the month of May or April when I wrote the exams in final year. So I had to wait till December again, and then again I have returned the exams. So that is how my journey went, and yes, by God's grace and some effort and some hard work of mine also gave me good results. I cleared, and now I would be doing my masters in psychology as well this year, in the year of 2021, I guess, if things are in place because of the COVID-19 and all. So I would be doing my masters this year, and also I am preparing for the central government exam. So if any one of you need help or suggestions on how to prepare, what are the subjects and all, yes, you can comment in the comment section and let me know, or you can just ping me on Facebook with a brief message. I will definitely respond if it is a brief message, but if it is just a hi, hello and all, I may not be able to respond because of the number of messages that I'm getting, and some fake messages and unnecessary stuff. So I'm just avoiding the unnecessary messages. So if you are pinging me on Facebook, so please do mention that I have watched this video and this is the information I wanted. I will definitely try to guide you, and that's it, guys. And yes, the mistakes I want to highlight here is I didn't follow the website of Osmania University. That website link I will give you so that you can start following the website. You'll get the admission notifications, and when should you submit the practicals, when are the exams, and what is the fees and all, many more stuff. You should regularly keep a track on it, at least on alternate days. That is very, very important, I would say. And one more thing is, see, in YouTube we do have many tutors online who are teaching the subjects for free. So if you are not understanding any subjects, any topic, just type the topic in Google or YouTube and you will find many mentors and tutors online. So I have did this one. I used this tip, I should say. Actually, I used this one in my final year. Yes, as I have planned to prepare for central government exams and state government exams. So that is when I have started watching YouTube, and then I came through the subjects political science. This was also a similar subject to state government and central government exams. So I thought, yes, this is actually helpful, and I missed out on this. So even the psychology related stuff you can watch on an academy. They are also preaching the subjects, they are also teaching the subjects, and YouTube and Google. Please make sure that you are using available resources. And also one more thing I would like to say is, I had to take 1 month leave every year, almost like 15 days or something, and we had the leave facility, but many of the organizations or industries or something, they may not be able to provide 1 month of leave and all. So you have to plan it accordingly, and if you are not able to attend the exams, then you can plan and attend it in the final year. You will get promoted. At least 3 subjects you need to write per year: first year 3, second year 3, and final year 3. And then if you have a backlog, you can, yes, take a break, like 3 months of break before joining a next job or something. If you are already working, you have to spend minimum 3 months for the exams, then only it would be useful for you, because it is not that you are just writing the exams to get the certificates. You should also learn the subjects and importance of the subjects, and so much information you need to go through. So I would suggest you have to take a break of 3 months in the final year. As I said, my sister-in-law also followed the same tip, and she informed me that one, and that I am sharing with you. So I hope this information would be useful to any one of you, and if you have any doubts or any information, please let me know. Please mention it in the comment section below. I will definitely respond. Thank you so much for your wonderful time. Have a good day, and finally, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, so that I would be motivated to do more such informative videos in future. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye. Stay home. Stay safe.